I'll probably go the longest, too. But I want to thank everybody in this room and people across the country, and certainly everyone on this panel who has been a friend to GOProud. And we've had no better friends than the folks at CEI over the last few years, and I just can't thank them enough for having the courage to sponsor this panel on such an important discussion topic. I want to talk about what brings us here and what I think we need to do to get more Americans to join our movement to ultimately make America better. You see, what brings us together is our shared principles and values. It's not 100% agreement on every single policy position. It's our common vision of government, a government that puts freedom first. We can disagree on some specific policies and still understand that we are bringing the same principles and values to situations. You might suspect that I think that marriage is one of those issues. I'm a pro-life social conservative. I know that marriage is good for people. We should encourage, protect, and promote it. We should want everyone to settle down, be monogamous, get married, and be happy, even gay people. You see, it's our shared conservative values that bring me to that position. I know that not every conservative comes to my position on that issue. There are countless other examples, though, from foreign policy to tax reform proposals. There are many issues where we might support different policies. This panel is about tolerance, and tolerance of different positions on specific policies is important. It's healthy to debate issues. But we must recognize that we all come to those issues with a common vision of government. You know, we can debate issues all day long. That's what they do at Washington think tanks, right, Fred? But if we want to make our country better, then we have to win elections. Aren't you tired of losing? I am too. And it's time that we seriously examine and recalibrate our movement to build a new coalition that can win. You know, there's been a lot of talk about demographics since the last election. And we have to build our new conservative coalition with those changing demographics in mind. Our outreach efforts need to be to everybody in every community, where they are from their perspective. And we need to realize and recognize the reality of the world that we're living in today. And the world today includes gay people living their lives openly and honestly. And guess what? Conservative policies benefit gay people too, just like everybody else. You know, but I need to say something else about tolerance. We have tolerated something in our movement for far too long: anti-gay bigotry. Let me be clear. I do not believe that just because someone opposes same-sex marriage that automatically makes them a homophobe. I want to say that again. I want to say that again, that opposing gay marriage isn't in and of itself bigotry, I don't believe. But there are, however, a few. There are a few in our movement who just don't like gay people. And in 2013, that's just not okay in America anymore. Because gay people are in every family, every community, every circle of friends, and everybody knows a gay person. And bigotry is the stain that stains everybody if it's tolerated. It has to be called out and condemned. It's the same as racism or anti-Semitism or any other prejudice. You see, if we don't publicly stand up to the bigots, then everyone else in America thinks that we're just like them. And how do we expect anyone to listen to anything else we have to say if they think that conservatives hate their gay family and friends. In 2013, those who demonize gay people and oppose homosexuality are way out of the mainstream because everybody has a gay person in their lives, and they know better. I believe that this issue contributes more to conservatives' image problem than anything else. It cuts across all demographic groups, and it has to be addressed. It's time. This isn't the first political movement to deal with changing attitudes and prejudices. There have been many other times in our history where deeply held beliefs have simply been proved to be wrong. And sometimes those whose thinking doesn't evolve are left in the past. Have you ever heard of the Dixiecrats? So now, how do we build a new, modern coalition that can win? Well, we bring together conservatives and libertarians and social conservatives and everyone who shares our vision of a government that puts freedom first. Then we take an optimistic message about how our solutions help everyone, no matter who they are. We take that message to everyone: white, black, Hispanic, Asian, gay, straight, old, young, male, female. We take it to them where they are from their perspective. That's not called identity politics. That's called outreach. Millions of Americans, including gay Americans, will join us if we ask them and welcome them. I want you to look around the room. You're looking at the new conservative coalition. It's starting right here, right now, in this room. And when history is written, you can say that you were there. And I want to ask you, will you join us in this new coalition? Will you stand up to the forces of intolerance and boldly take our message to people who may have never heard it before? Join us. Join us in building a coalition that can win, and let's make America better together. Thank you.